Okay, I have been hyping myself up for the last like 15 minutes trying to film this video because it is a different video and not something that I would normally post on my channel because I try to keep it lighthearted, I try to keep it educational, but this is going to be a different video today. So hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, what a video to click on for your first video. If you want to maybe like ease your way in, like do a nice little story time video first before you hear this one, that might be a good idea. But anyway, yeah, you can tell I'm super nervous to talk about this. I've actually tried filming this video and got a little bit too emotional, so I'm gonna try to just keep it level today and give you guys what I saw with this prediction. Basically, the gist of everything is that I started getting world predictions back in 2019, 2018 a little bit, but mostly 2019 I started getting world predictions, and specifically in December of 2019 I had a dream that was a predictive dream, and I actually was just like holding on to this prediction for a while, and I was like, what do I do with this information? And back in March of 2020 I actually wanted to sit down and finally film, make the video, and post it to my channel just to get it out there and get it out into the world basically. But my spirit guides actually told me to wait and not post the video in the beginning of March, and I never understood why until coronavirus hit a couple weeks later. So they actually said that August would be a better month to post, and I think that's going to be because of some things that are going to be happening, and I think that I was given this dream to help shift the timeline, even if it's ever so slightly. I think that even just posting this video is going to shift things. So with that being said, this is a heavy video, and I know we've got a lot of heavy stuff going on in the world right now. So if you are not ready to hear something that is potentially scary and a little bit heavy, just go watch a story time video of mine. Go watch a different video, and yeah. So if we're gonna get into it, I'm gonna actually talk about a couple of different predictions because I've had a couple more dreams since the original dream that I had. But okay, that was your disclaimer, that was your warning. So if you're still here, then buckle in. There's a couple of things that I want to say also to kind of preface this and, you know, put my own disclaimer out there, that I know that psychics see things that are usually somewhat in motion. Usually I wouldn't be given a prediction if there wasn't already something rolling with what I saw. And with that being said though, time is ever changing. Time and predictions and things like that are not set in stone. That's one of the coolest parts about time and free will, in my opinion, is that we have the ability to change our circumstances and our life paths depending on the free will choices that we make as people. So with that being said, this prediction is not set in stone, but I saw it, so I want to put it out there, because if I put it out there and I can change the minds of some people that see this video, or they can help send more love or something to the United States. I don't really know. I don't know what the point is of me posting this video, except to educate on what could possibly happen and possibly shift the mindsets of a couple of people that see this video. That's all I'm hoping for, and I don't really know why I was given this prediction, maybe as a heads up, maybe as a, hey, you can still change this, even if it's just with your small community. I don't really know, but either way, whether this prediction comes true or it doesn't come true, I feel like I'll be happy either way. If it does come true, it's gonna suck and stuff, but I think my reputability as an accurate psychic will be documented publicly. If it doesn't come true, then thank God that it didn't come true, because it's a lot. Okay, so I'm totally just procrastinating. I should just talk about it and stuff. death. Okay, so in December of 2019, I had a predictive dream that I was in my parents' house, sitting with my mom in our TV room, and predictive dreams always have a different sort of feel to them. They're not like lucid dreams to the point where you can like control the dream and change things, but you are aware that you're dreaming while the dream is happening. So there is some lucidness to it, but you can't like alter the environment or do the things that you could normally do in a traditional lucid dream. So I'm in my parents' house with my mom sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden an alert comes on over the TV. And it was an alert that North Korea had bombed Japan, had launched a nuclear bomb at Japan, and it had hit, and that the president was going to retaliate on North Korea and detonate a nuclear bomb on North Korea, or detonate just a nuclear bomb. I'm not sure specifically if it was like at North Korea. I just assumed that it would be because they got away with bombing Japan. So I just remember the sheer sadness and feeling of like, not terror, but just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening sort of a thing. Now, mind you, this was back in December of 2019. This was when everything was still kind of normal before lockdown, before coronavirus and everything. There was no basis for me to kind of, like, there wasn't anything that I feel would have triggered this dream, like, subconsciously. And I just remember the dream ending, and I woke up and I was like, oh dear Lord, please do not let this happen. Like, please do not let us go to war with North Korea, because I don't know if we would end up in a like actual world war, but to me it felt like it was the declaration of war at that point. Like, that was it. Like, they had crossed a line and the US was going to retaliate, and we were going to get into something that was going to be kind of hard to get out of, is kind of what it felt like. But it did feel like it was going to be more small scale, but it doesn't matter because it would be another war, so it doesn't fucking matter because lives would be lost. Yeah, so. So that was the first dream that I had, and I wanted to film and post this in March because I'd been carrying it with me for, what, 4 months at that point, and I was told not to. I didn't understand why I was told not to post. And then all of a sudden the coronavirus stuff happened and it all made sense. So if you're watching this right now, there's a reason that you clicked on this video, there's a reason that you're seeing this, and whether it's to educate yourself, prepare yourself for the possibility of this happening, I hope that you do. I hope that you take the precautions that would be necessary to, you know, make yourself feel safer and everything, and also educate people, because if we go into a war with him as our president, there's just going to be so much loss of life, and that, I think, is what's killing me about this. So, yeah. So, I had another dream. This one was more recently, and it was actually after the protests had died down a little bit. It was in that, like, couple week period where the media stopped covering the protests that were happening around the country. And the dream was a, like, helicopter view of the White House. And I literally just saw civilians storm the White House. And it was all on, like, the news. Like, the news was actually covering it, because the view that I was seeing was from, like, a helicopter, like, TV camera sort of angle. And I just remember being in the dream and, like, just going, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did it. And the scary thing, I think, about the dream was, with that image also playing, there was this simultaneous feeling of Americans didn't have anything left to lose. And I saw a bunch of people die, and as they were storming the White House. And it was really scary. It was really scary to see that, but it also felt like it needed to happen, which is such a strange thing to say. Like, how could America get to the point where we feel the need to do that? But I also now feel like I'm seeing I'm seeing it happen. Like, now I'm externally seeing it. It's not just an internal dream thing. Now I'm actually seeing external ways that this could devolve very quickly to make that happen. That dream felt less likely to happen to me than the first dream. The first dream felt very, like a very big possibility. Like, it felt more probable. Yeah, the probability of it happening is definitely stronger than the second dream that I had. But I do think the next 6 months is going to be extremely hard for Americans. I think we're going to see a complete and total revolution happen. And I think that we are going to be a different country when we come out of this. I don't think that it's going to end after 6 months. I think that there's going to be a continuation of things, but I think that the next 6 months are going to be really hard and really tough, and I'm sorry to say that, and I don't want everybody to freak out, because I'm not certain that this is going to happen. This is just the feelings, and I have been wrong about predictions before. It's totally fine. Things change, and if we don't have a shitty next 6 months, I will be very grateful for that. But I do think people need to know what is coming and what the possibilities are, because there are many paths that are laid right now before the United States and its people, and it is really going to be up to us at like a soul and energetic level of like what we're going to choose as a country. And I'm so sorry that this video is getting so heavy, but I do want to just mention that I did also see another massive stock market crash coming, and I don't know when this is gonna be. I don't know. I do think that it will be in the next 6 to 8 months that this happens, and I think it's going to catapult and honestly just catalyze a lot of things for America to look at. If you look at what happened with the Great Depression, I mean, we were able to get unemployment. Unemployment wasn't a thing before that. We were able to get a lot of just kind of basic, simple necessities that we need as Americans, and I'm wondering if that is why we are being pushed to this place again, because we are lacking basic necessities for Americans. So this is really hard to talk about. I don't like to get political on my channel, but I think it's irresponsible also like not to get political, because we are headed down a very, very dark path right now as America, like, and there is a light at the end of this strife that we're going to experience in the next 6 to 8 months, but it's going to be really difficult. So I don't know, like, I almost feel like this video is meant as a heads up. Okay, you know how I always talk about like spirit guides giving a little heads up from the universe? Well, this is the heads up that you're getting from the universe to start to prepare and to start to get ready mentally and spiritually and physically for the possibility of this happening. And again, I don't know 100% if this is going to happen because of all of the different timelines and free will and everything that's in play right now. So if it doesn't happen, I am so grateful that it didn't happen. But if it does happen, this is a big prediction that I'm putting out there. Oh my god, I'm just awkwardly talking because I'm so nervous about posting this. I never want to spread fear. I say that so much, and I feel like it's so heavy right now that I wouldn't want to add to that, but I also just want everybody to know the possibilities that are coming. I don't usually see premonitions or get precognitive dreams if it's not important or if it's not something that is very likely to happen. I'm so sorry that this video is so heavy, but it needs to be out there, and stay safe, educate yourself, and you know, do a little bit of preparing. And yeah, just hang in there. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video.